Wagwan, wagwan. So if you guys watched my previous video on how about the trips to the 3 countries for 8 bills from Kingston, you should already know the details of how to do that. For those who didn't get to watch it, I'll put a link somewhere at the top so you can click to watch it. And today's the official start of the trips. Destination Cancun. For anyone asking who the Ras is in my video, it's my big head brother. So we decided to do the Club Kingston. It was $30 per person, and we did this because it has food and drink inclusive, and when I like stress out myself, so very much worth it in my opinion. I mean, food and drink inclusive, and yes, that includes alcohol. Like, sign me up there, baby. By the way, this elevator door, once you go through the elevator to get to the VIP lounge, it will open behind you. Very James Bond-esque, very Doctor No. So if you're wondering how come the door don't open for you yet, just turn around. So in order to book this, you can go to www.clubkingston.com, and that's how you make your bookings for the VIP lounge. Alright, so use your phone to scan these little barcodes. They do breakfast, lunch, and dinner, so depending on what time of day you're there, that is the menu that you'll order from. Here I am drinking a mimosa, Richard is having I don't give a fuck, and there's a fruit plate. Okay, so I had the jerk chicken sliders, some potato wedges, and they were good, but I actually wanted the sushi, which I didn't have at the time. So, and they never have sushi. This isn't the first time in the VIP lounge for me. Then people never have sushi yet, so don't get your hopes up when you see it on the menu. So the plan is to spend one night in Panama and one night in Colombia, just to eat, sleep, and bathe before catching the flights for the next day. That's all we're here to do. We're here to eat, sleep, and bathe, and prepare for the flight over to Colombia for the next day. Yo, you know, like how Jamaica have cricket? Here they.
What's that noise?
Boy, I'm not gonna even lie. I thought it was somebody's car alarm when I heard this. Luckily, some random guy was walking past and saw us recording, and he was like, "Oh, that's ranas," and we're like, "What?" But ranas is Spanish for frogs, some frog. Well, by the time we reached the Airbnb, it was basically already night time, and me and my brother decided that we're just gonna walk out the neighborhood. We find this little cook shop and a grocery store. Bought some Modelo, try some new drinks. This is what I got. It's just like sausage with fries, with ketchup and mayonnaise and some other mustard looking thing. It was alright. And Richard got this strawberry banana mix up. I don't know what that's, some run belly business. So this is the next day. And we had the nicest host, no cap guys. I mean, she really took care of us. She served us coffee, she gave us these little patty things, not in them still, it's just here, but them have a little sugary taste. The coffee was Colombian, it was really good. And yes, it is a shared space. We shared her kitchen with her. We didn't share the bedroom and the bathroom, but we didn't mind the setup at all. I mean, it was only for one night, and we really did need more than the bed and the bathroom. So she charged us a fee to drop us to the airport. She was also the same person who picked us up, and we gave her a little extra because she was so nice. I mean, nothing wrong with that. This is just us browsing around in Takimen Airport in a gift store. Never buy shit. And see it, you know, the Winger flight. Going to see how this gonna. First time for Winger, you know, people. We never go on this flight yet. Never hear about this airline, but we made it. And this is us now in Bogota. We couldn't bother go through the whole airport situation. But that's us turning into our apartment / Airbnb. Alright, we in Bogota. What?
Download the translation.
It is nippy! So we are. I tried to make something there and you're chatting on my fucking video. Arrived in Bogota. It is cold as fuck. We're in Fontiban area. Okay, so we just decided we'll just go walk around, try get something to eat. The place different bad, but it also very cold. I never used to them cold here. In doing my research, I know that the place was quite cool, but I really and truly never expect that cool, yeah. Anyway, so we find this like a hole in the wall restaurant that still serves soda in a glass bottle, cola and 7-Up. Low key, high key, didn't want to bring them back home with me, but when I can say I one backpack me I travel with, so I couldn't do that. This is how the neighborhood look. All them string beans look big too. Which all them how they planting? Yo, these people, look at these people outside gym. Fitness. Wow. We need this for our community, Richard. Them people are so fit. Gym just open in the park. So. This is what we picked up at the Hole in the Wall restaurant. It's basically seasoned rice with fries and chicken and some cassava type thing. Sauce did come in this foil, which I didn't really use much of, but it was good. And we're off again now. See, you know, we had our early morning flight to catch. The flight was at 4:30 a.m. 4:30 a.m. I don't know how I managed to wake up. We had to be at the place at 1:30. Anyway, I'm rambling. We reached Cancun now. Thank you, God. And here, right here, you can see Quintana Roo. That's where Tulum is. That's where Cancun is. Playa del Carmen. And for the immigration processes through the 3 countries, it was very smooth. We never get no one bag of dig down. And we had all our documents printed and readily available on our phone, so it never take no time to pull up any necessary information. And really and truly, them barely ask you for anything. Them ask you where you're staying, ask you when you're leaving, the basics of any immigration officer. I'm going to ask you that no matter where you're going. This is the transport company that we took to go to our Airbnb. If you guys see these people out there, you could maybe try and book with them. We paid $15 per person to go over to Poctapac. However, my sister and them did pay something like $25 per person to come over to the same Airbnb location. So, but they did come over when it was like in the evening and it was like traffic time, like 5 o'clock in the evening. So bear that in mind. If it is that you are coming in on one of those evening flights that might run you into some traffic, you might pay a little more to come from the airport to wherever it is that you're going. But usually you shouldn't pay more than $20 per person. And this is us checking into our Airbnb. Did I do a tour of that? I think I did. Anyway, we never really stayed there long. See us there back on the road again. We just call a taxi. Well, the host called a taxi for us. And we're back on the road again. By the way, you cannot do no Uber here. I mean, you can, but Uber is very hard to get. So just do like in Jamaica, where you jump on your phone or you ask somebody to jump on for them phone, a host or your concierge, and them can call a taxi for you. and the taxi them expensive. Let me just tell you that from now. So we arrived in this place called Mercado 28, which is basically like a arcade, a Mexican arcade. Like, you know, you have arcade in Kingston and you have flea market. That's how I come. This is just some guy giving us like a map of the place. We never stay there long still, because BS camera down here, so. Yeah, have nice things in them stores, see them there? Earring and thing. Price them wasn't, price them did up still. It was like $100 for one of them little earring there. We just cut. Where do we have them? Yeah, but it's a regular Indianish man store. Never stay in this so long either because you cannot depend on like a mission still. We never really come for buy no arts and crafts. You see me? We're more looking on for the we're more looking for the the plant section. Wink wink. If you know what I mean. We're looking for the plant section. So I mean, if you know, you know. The plants was not good though. Not good like the plants in Jamaica. So the deal a little obvious situation going on there, so that keep business open, you see me. But anyway, him also sell these little one bag or something. So after we get the old tough dry up plant, then we find one little grocery store and we decided that we're going to just pick up some food, some groceries to carry back to the Airbnb because obviously no restaurant never did it. And we got some decent stuff. I'm gonna do a little haul. We all buy tequila, people. Watch the Ray. It's Jose Cuervo. It's actually Jose Cuervo.
This one, and it's very good, she said. And so this one is 350. Yo, these are less. There's about less than $3,000 for the so these Jamaican, yeah. So these two things would have cost like $4,000 Jamaican. They can live.
Each. If this was Jamaican, this would be $4,000. This would be like $5,000.
No, Jackie, double that. This would have been about 7, and this would have been about 7, and this would have been about 8.
This is what we got. Richard paid like $4,000 for all of this here. $6,000?
$6,000.
No man, so many things missing.
No man, everything's in there, man. Now remember this is mine.
Alright, make sure what else we get. Haul. The haul is Cancun supermarket haul. I think we spent like $10,000 Jamaican in all.
And I spent 6.
In all.
Oh, in all.
He spent 6 and I spent like 4.
Okay.
I got some beauty things. And actually, you know, I actually doubled up on this.
At 2,000 something.
These grapes were like what, 3 bills? $300 and something dollar. I got some hyaluronic acid.
No, so my
cups.
run was just but
I'm doing my vlog, please. So all of this here we got for $10,000 Jamaican. This in a Jamaica would have been at least about $15,000. I'm gonna ask Christ.
About $50,000 with the bill, with the liquor.
Oh God. Yes, with the liquor. Yes, you're right.
$50,000 with liquor.
You're right. Shit cheap down here, man. So we're gonna eat at this place called the Green Box Fitness Center, and the prices are really good. We don't really know how the something there goes yet. The actual food.
But that's the
What I got, this is a surf and turf.
Beef and shrimp.
Beef and shrimp.
Surf and turf.
Taco something another.
Taco surf and
and you
turf.
get quesadillas.
Yes.
Chicken, cayaras.
Yeah.
Right. Now wait till I'm a lemonade now. Well, I'm gonna get some of this. Shrimp. It's good. It's really good. Yo, this shrimp was so fresh. It's like it was born and raised in Bel Air. You can taste the sea in that shrimp here. Shrimp are shrimp, people. The quesadilla are there. The beef are beef. It's happening. Who that? Who them here? Who them here? Yeah, so it officially starts. This is where the trips officially start, from the vibes, everything. And just stay tuned for the rest of the videos.